Hey guys, it's Charlie, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Norton Neo, which is a free AI browser that has a ton of cool features. I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and it's really good. And yeah, once you use AI-powered browsers like this, it's almost impossible to go back to Chrome or Safari. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the browser, how to use all the different features like AI summaries, writing, memory, reminders, security, and more. By the end of this video, you'll be a pro at Neo, so make sure you watch until the end. Let's get started. So just a little bit of background. I'm a tech nerd. I truly think that just using Chrome or Safari or whatever is completely outdated. In 2025 and beyond, you absolutely need an AI-powered browser. And yeah, Neo just launched. It's really cool. And I think a lot of you guys are going to try this out and be absolutely blown away by how much better it is than other types of browsers. If you guys click on the link down below in the description, it's going to take you to this page. It's really simple to set up Neo. Just choose the appropriate options, download it, go through the installer, and then launch it. So I'm here in my Neo dashboard, and here you're going to have a few different things we can click on. If I click on expand, it's going to show me my workspace. So basically my last searches, very similar to ChatGPT. You can also look at your history as well as your gallery. Gallery is basically the images and videos that you've generated using Neo in the last 7 days. You'll have your weather right here, time. Yeah, it's just a very clean homepage interface. And right here in the center, you have Magic Box. Essentially, you can use Magic Box to search, ask questions, navigate, get help, pretty much anything. This is basically just AI built natively into this browser. And so when you use an AI browser like this, it just makes it a lot easier to use AI because you don't need to go back between different applications and everything is built in natively. So for example, if I want to go to a website directly, I can easily do that. I can go to google.com. You can also use it to search for a site. So for example, if I want to search Flick Deals, it basically just uses Google to search for things. You can also use it to actually ask questions, pretty much exactly the same as in ChatGPT. So what are the best TVs to buy that are above 70 inches? And as you can see, the interface is very similar to most other AI platforms. It's essentially a conversation that you can have with the AI. So we can ask follow-up questions. We can ask it to do different things given this information. And yeah, I really like this type of browsing experience because it's like having a real conversation. So in this case, I could say something like, I like the LG C5. Can you help me look up current prices or deals? Now the AI is basically going to find actual deals that you can buy, and this will save you a ton of time. Basically anything you can do within ChatGPT, you can do within Magic Box. So for example, I can ask it to write me something. Write me a 300-word article on the LG C5 77-inch TV. So now it's written it. I can make suggestions. I can tell it to shorten it. I can tell it to have it be more conversational. We can add humor into it. Whatever you want to write, Neo can do it. So another cool way to use Neo is to actually help it write emails for you. And it can actually write emails based on context that you have pulled up. So for example, I'm on my Gmail account right now. I can say something like this. Help me write a 30-word email wishing my friend Frank a happy 30th birthday and that we should go on a group trip to Paris next year. Now I'd also be able to help us craft up different responses to emails that we've received. And yeah, it's just really nice to have all this built into this browser natively. You don't need to switch between different apps, and it just makes everything so much more smooth. Once that's done, you can just copy and paste it into your email. And yeah, doing this can save you a lot of time, give you initial drafts that you can actually just tweak yourself. Anytime you can just go back to the Magic Box and use this to help you write pretty much anything you want. Emails, social media posts, articles for your blog, basically anything. It's all built in natively. You don't need any extensions. You don't need to switch back and forth between apps. And so yeah, it's just a lot more seamless. Another thing that Neo is really good at is summarizing content. So for example, if I'm on an article or any type of website, I can click on Neo chat right here, and you can actually ask Neo questions about this website. It actually gives you suggestions. So for example, I can click on this. It's basically like having a conversation with the article itself. This can save you a ton of time if you're looking for a specific thing. Another way to use this summarize feature is if I do a traditional search. So I'm searching best soundbars. If I scroll down here and let's say I want to check out this article right here, I'm just basically going to hover my mouse over this link. I'm going to go to this little Neo icon right here. And there's two different things I can do. There's the peek feature and there is the summary feature. So if I click on summary first, it basically just gives a little summary of the article without me having to open it on this sidebar right here. Of course, I can ask it questions about this article without even clicking on it. If I also hover here and click on peek, this basically opens up a preview of this link without me actually opening it up. Now, if I want to actually go to this website, I can click on this button right here and it's going to open up in a new tab. This is really helpful because it allows you to open up fewer tabs and also helps you decide on whether you want to click on a link or not. Another cool way to use Magic Box is you can actually generate images. So generate an image of a TV mounted to a wall in a mansion. So it's gone ahead and done that. I can click on this. I can download it by clicking on this button. And I can also tweak this image by giving it more prompts. For example, I can say remove remove the chandelier and it's going to regenerate that image. Now we have this without that chandelier. So yeah, super, super cool. You can also use Neo to set different reminders. So for example, if you read an email in Gmail and it has a date and a time, Neo can actually remind you when that thing is about to happen. Now, if you currently use Chrome or you have a Google account, I definitely recommend connecting your account to Neo. You'll be able to sync all your passwords, all your payment options, as well as your bookmarks, and it saves a ton of time. This basically is what made migrating to a different browser way easier for me. And the great thing is you can add different Neo profiles, switch between these, and have different things saved in each profile. Now within Magic Box, I can also reference different tabs I have open using the @ symbol. So if I type @ I can actually choose which tab I want to reference. So now I can ask it a specific question about this particular tab or have it summarize pretty much anything. Another really great feature about Neo is that it has smart tab grouping. And if you guys are like me, you probably have dozens of tabs open all the time, and it's basically impossible to find whichever one you want. So basically, if you click on this button right here at the top right, you can see I currently have smart tab grouping on. If I turn it off though, it's basically gonna just look like a normal browser with all my tabs. If I toggle it back on, it's going to automatically group these. So I have a shopping section, I have an entertainment section, a search section, email section, and more. Guys, this is so helpful. It makes you way more organized, so I definitely recommend having this turned on. I actually really like having my tabs on the left side instead of up here at the top. It just makes it easier for me to toggle between different tabs. So if you click on this button right here, it's gonna actually move my tabs to the left. We'll also be able to access my bookmarks here on the left. In my opinion, it's just a lot easier, especially if you have 50 plus tabs open, which is usually what I have. So as you can see, it's super clean right here. If I want to, let's say, go to my email tabs, I'll just click on this. I can collapse it super easily. If I want to go to entertainment, I can click on this. And yeah, this is the best way to browse the internet. Within Magic Box, we can also click on this plus button right here. And here we can actually upload different files. So it's exactly like ChatGPT. It can actually access and read these files or use it as context to help us build different things. There's also snippets. So if I type in dash, we can actually choose between these different prompts. So for example, if I click on this right here and I write happy 30th birthday, it's going to turn that one simple sentence into something that's a lot longer. You'll copy it using this. You can regenerate if you don't like the current output. You can have it be read aloud, or you can search instead. Another cool feature that I recommend using is this right here. Instead of typing everything out, you can just speak it into your microphone. So for example, help me find the top 5 TVs to buy that are above 70 inches. So it turns it into text and does the search. And yeah, for me, talking is a lot faster than typing things out. So that can save you a ton of time as well. Okay, so another cool feature of Neo is the personalized feed. So if you come here to the dashboard, I can come here to this tab right here. If I click on it, it's basically going to show me a personalized feed of different websites, articles that match what I've been browsing recently. So as you can see, I've been researching soundbars and TVs. It's going to show me a lot of that type of stuff. And it's just a really cool way to discover new content that is related to my current interests. To get out of this, you just click on this X button right here. Now, if I come here to settings, here's basically where you can play around with all the different Neo settings. And if I come here to personalization, of course, we can select the theme. So there's light and there's dark. I have memories turned on, which I think is pretty cool. Essentially, it lets Neo remember details from your conversations with it. And you can actually manage these memories right here by clicking on this button. You can view the memories that were stored as well as delete certain memories. So to tell Neo to remember something, all you basically need to do is write remember and blank. That's going to store it in the memories, and Neo is going to be able to recall that information later on. One thing I love about Neo is that it actually has tab archiving. So it actually archives tabs that you haven't used in a while, which is so good for cleanup. I highly recommend having this option turned on. You can also play around with how often it archives these tabs. So I think a few hours is usually the best, or you can set it to every few days. And you can also have smart tab closing on, which is really good too. A great way to basically clean up tabs that you're not using. Here you can look up the different shortcuts for Neo. So for example, to open up Magic Box on a Mac, it is Apple plus L. And for security, there's a few different things you guys can play around with. I always have ad block turned on, which is good to block ads. You can also choose to show acceptable ads if you want. There's also this privacy filter that you can turn on. And if there's particular sites you don't want ad blocking on, you can add those sites here. And yeah, Neo is built by Norton. And so there's a big emphasis on security, which is super, super important nowadays. So that's basically how you can set up and start using Norton's Neo AI browser. Again, I'll have a link down below to get Neo. The best way to get started with setup as well as learning how to use this browser is to just get it right now and follow along with this video. Within about 10 to 20 minutes, you'll know exactly how to use it, take advantage of all the different features, and just have a way better browser browsing experience. If you have a legacy browser like Chrome or Safari, I really encourage you to try this out at least. There's a very small learning curve, but once you actually learn the features and are able to use them, it kicks all those other browsers' butts. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Feel free to reference back to it. I know we covered a lot of different things. I'm all about optimization, so optimizing your browsing experience is big. That's why I absolutely love this browser. If you guys got any value from the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content just like this. I make a ton of videos about AI, business, finance, basically all things to help you live a better life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.